You're too old to be doing what you're doing. What do you mean you're dating girls that are 20 to 30 years old? My gosh, you got grandkids, for crying out loud. Oh yeah, you must not be able to find a girlfriend in the US. That's why you're in the Philippines. You know what they're saying? What they're really saying to you is that you're useless, you're a loser, and you have no right to be who you are. What are you waiting for? Why are you still in the US? When you know in your mind that you'd rather be in the Philippines. It's cheaper to live here. The women are beautiful. The people are nice. The cost of living is inexpensive. And what do you have to lose by coming here? I'm not talking about those of you who have a family, you're young, you're a grandfather, you got grandkids, and you gotta be there until they're fully grown. I'm talking about the thousand of you who don't have that. You're alone, you don't have a special partner. Your kids are grown, they move out of the house. They're not dependent on you. You're retired or in a stage of retirement. Do you choose to live in a big giant house all by yourself, or do you choose to go to a retirement community? Do you choose to give up and not do anything else and live in the World Wide Web of internet, iPad, computer, and living your life by watching other people live? If that's not for you, maybe this video is for you. I remember when I first made my decision to come to the Philippines, and I had some hesitancy, right? I was hesitant about coming here because I had a great life in America. My buddy Johnny Carter said, hey, you need to go to the Philippines. And I'm like, what in the world am I gonna do in the Philippines? I have a great life here. I have a great business. The only thing that I don't have is my ex-wife and my kids. And when you don't have those two things, then you kind of want to reevaluate what your life is all about. And when I came to the Philippines, the first time I fell in love with the people, and I wanted to come back. I don't know if you guys should tell all your friends how great Philippines is. You're 50, 60, and these 25, 30, 40-year-old women would rather be with you than the 50 and 60-year-old women that you're used to. It really is kind of weird. And when you go back to the US after your first trip, you're telling all your friends about it. Man, I've been to the Philippines. I love their food. I love the people. I mean, I love everything about the Philippines. And that's when the naysayers come out of the woodwork. All your great friends, they're going to say things like, what do you mean? You're 60 years old and you want to date a girl that's 30 years old? What's wrong with you? You're a grandfather, for crying out loud. You can't find girlfriends in the US? That's why you're there? You're a loser here. I mean, you hear all kinds of stuff that would stop you from visiting the Philippines. It was driving me nuts. It was driving me crazy. I remember telling my buddy Ray Oliver, you got to go to the Philippines. He told me himself, what am I going to do in the Philippines? Same reaction. Went to Manila, went to Cebu. We met all those girls, but the first girl that Ray Oliver met in Cebu, he fell in love with her. She fell in love with him. They've been married for, the last 15 years. It worked for him. Johnny Carter, first time he came to the Philippines, he met a Filipina. Today, they've been married for 30 years. They got great kids. And, I'm a godfather to a couple of the kids. But on the other hand, people like me, for some reason, After 12, 13 years, I was still dating women. I was just still dating. I just didn't find the right person. But those of you who know me now, I have a great relationship with Jane. I love her to death, and I'm not looking for anybody else. It just took me about 13, 14 years to find her. And we've been together for the last 2 years, and it's been a blessing. But let's get back on topic. This video is for those of you who are on the fence. You got a group of people talking on this side of the ear saying you shouldn't be going to the Philippines. You're too old. Those women are too young for you. All they want is money. All they care about is gold digging your money. You have that group of people that are talking in your right ear. Then you have your self-doubt telling you, you know what? Should I spend the money and go to the Philippines? Get a hotel. I got to take like maybe a month or a few weeks off work to go to the Philippines. I got to buy tickets. I'm not even sure the girl that I'm talking to online is real. Maybe she's a scammer. I mean, all kinds of stuff creep into your mind. And you never make that trip. You're never going to know. You're just never going to know. What's going to make you act on what you know is right? My video. This video is going to make you act on what you think is right. Philippines is not for everyone, but it is for me, and it is for a lot of my friends. They've come here, they have successful relationships. Some of them have brought them back to the U.S. and relationship has not been great, and I made a video about that too. In fact, I may make that today. Why you should not bring a Filipina to America was deleted a while back on my older channel. Let's just say you made it to the Philippines. You've been here for a couple months and you have some of that experience, and now you go back to the US and you tell your friends. You're able to tell them now, right? Because what they said about the Filipinas and the Filipino culture was not true. All the Filipinos, they're not scammers. They're not gold diggers. They're real people. They have real lives. They fall in love. And one of the biggest phrases, age doesn't matter. That actually happens here. But now that you visit the Philippines and you find out that a lot of the stuff is not true, and you're back in the US and you want to come back. And this is what I was warning you about. Don't go talking to your friends and telling them how great Philippines is, because as much ammo that real life experience and you're going, man, this is a great place, they're going to have the same thing that they're going to say, well, you know what? I don't know about you, but I just know that most people, they get scammed. I just know that most of them that bring their Filipinos over to the U.S., the Filipinos will leave them within 2 or 3 years. They're going to continue on that negative talk to you. Are you going to believe that? My recommendation is don't talk so much about what you're doing here when you first get here, because you don't have all the belief and all the experience. I've been here 18 years and I can tell you beyond a shadow of the doubt that the people in the Philippines are good people. The Filipinas, they're looking for someone that's going to care for them, going to love them, just like what you're looking for. When you come here, you want someone to care for you. You want someone to love you. It's the same thing. They want the same thing. They're not out to just go after your money. Although some do. But I would say majority of them are not after your money. Okay. Even in the U.S., the women are after your money. Are you going to tell me that if you're on retirement and you're making $2,000 or $3,000 a month on retirement, and then there's a young buck over there who's making $100,000 a year, a woman is looking for security. A woman is looking for safety. A woman is looking for someone that's going to care for them. All those 4 things that I mentioned takes money. Money equals security. Money equals safety. Money equals how much he loves me. Money talks. I don't care if you're in the Philippines, and I don't care if you're in the U.S. The internet is your Johnny Carter today. I don't need Johnny Carter to tell me, say, hey, Sam, you need to go to the Philippines because the women are great. You can watch 1,000 videos, YouTube videos, and you can find out there is life after a divorce. There is life after you retire. There is life when you get old and there's nobody that wants to talk to you at home. Like my buddy Paul. He's got a new girlfriend. She's in her 50s. Great for him. You can't pick and choose what age group you're going to be dating. It's just whoever you fall in love with. And they're just like in the U.S. Don't rush when you're going to meet somebody. Just allow it to happen. I was talking to a subscriber. Sam, I've got this girlfriend, I've got that girlfriend. Who should I pick? I'm not going to say his name, but let's just say his name is George. I say, George, how old are these girls? And I think George, I'm going to estimate that George is about 65 or 66. I say, George, you're having a problem picking all these different women to date? How old are these women? About 30, 40, some that are 20. You're 66. Would you be dating girls that are 20, 30s, and 40s in the U.S.? Would you be having that problem there? Of course not. But here in the Philippines, you're going to have that problem. So I remember making a promise to my daughter at the time when I first came here 18 years ago, and she said, can you please date girls that are older than me? I said, yeah, sure, yeah, because my daughter was at the time around 30-something. Yeah, of course I can. The first girl I dated was like 21 years old. So that kind of blew that out of the water. But I did date a girl that was in her 30s for about 6 or 7 months because I wanted to keep that promise. But it's very hard. It doesn't matter what age group you're in, but women of all ages, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, but you just don't have that age problem here in the Philippines like you do in the US. Some of you guys can explain that to me. So my recommendation is, if you came here already for 2 or 3 months on your first trip and you're back there in the US, I wouldn't talk to my friends about, your life experience here because they don't know. You're walking to a beat of a different drummer. Those people back there, they're loony when they think that they know what they're talking about when they've never been here. Or they have some friends that their relationship didn't work out. Your relationship, if it's working out, just don't listen to them. Listen to your heart. Listen to the beat of your own heart. At first, I can understand if you don't want to come here because you have no experience. You don't know the difference. But when you're here and you've been here for 2 or 3 months and then you go, my gosh, the people here are right. The bloggers, they're correct. Those relationships that you see on the YouTube channel, they're real relationships. They're not made up. They're not fake relationships. They're real. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope this video makes sense. But I just want to encourage you to stop listening to the naysayers. I've been here 18 years. They're still talking. That's why I'm making this video. It doesn't change. Those have never been here, they're going to keep talking. And I'm just going to keep living my life here in the Philippines. I love it here. I have a great life here. I have a great girlfriend. If you watch my channel, you're going to love her as much as I do. I just hope that whatever God's have planned for you, and if it is for you to come to the Philippines, take that leap of faith and just come here, okay? All right, guys, thank you for watching my channel, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye. Look at the camera. What do you say to those people that are on the fence? They're not so sure about coming to the Philippines. Should they come to the Philippines or should they not come to the Philippines?
By fence.
Well, like I said, by on the fence, they're not so sure they want to come to the Philippines. They want to come, but they're not sure. What can you tell them, our subscribers, that, hey, you should come to the Philippines? What's a good reason for them to come?
Just give it a try.
Give it a try?
Yeah.
Try what?
Try to roam around the Philippines, see if you like it. If you don't like it, you go back to the US.
Well, guys, that's your advice. Give it a try. Roam around the Philippines. For how many days? How many days should they roam around the Philippines? A week, 2 weeks, or 3 days? What are you talking about?
Give it a month.
1 month? Okay. Why a month? Why should they do it a month versus 1 week?
They should try they should try roaming around not only in Manila but also going out to the province. And there's
Right.
a lot of nice places out there.
Right. So roam around for a month, go to the province. Don't just get stuck in the cities.
Yeah.
Get out in the province. And you think that once they do that, they'll realize that Philippines would be a great place to maybe come back and visit?
Yes.
Yeah. I have a follow-up question. And they go back to the U.S. and he tells all their friends how they love the Philippines. But what happens if they have a bunch of friends that says, nah, they're scammers, they're gold diggers here?
Oh, just because it's not working for him doesn't mean it will not work for you.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah, I agree with you. You experience the culture, the people, you love the people, and you go back to the U.S. and they're still telling you these negative stuff. That's because it didn't work out for them. Every country, anywhere, that could happen. But if it worked out for you and you see that people are nice, you love the culture, you love the people, you love the food, you love how inexpensive it is, who do you believe? You believe what you experience? Or do you still believe your friend back in the U.S. who's never been here and all they do is talk negative and they're naysayers, right? So just come on back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we want you to come back. We want you to come back. Diba? All right.
Just follow what your heart tells you.
Follow what your heart is telling you. Yeah, I agree with you. Follow your heart, guys. And you're going to love the Philippines. Huh?
Use your brain also.
Use your brain. Use your brains, guys. You know when is right and what is wrong.
I think I should say that use 50% from here and 50% from here. Do not go with 100% from here and 0% from here. That's when you get scammed.
Yeah.
And you're gonna go back home crying.
Yeah. You guys know Gonzalez. She tells it like it is. She doesn't sugarcoat anything. And hopefully, with her opinion and my video, that you'll make the right decision on whether you should come or not. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I think we might want to get out of here before it starts raining.